Alright, 2 questions here. One from Chai Kitty. Pianta 4, at the end, after grabbing the end of the chain to put him in the bath, how do you jump forward to get closer to the shine once the cutscene ends? And then another question from Grinch SMB asking, can you show off how to do Pianta 4? I struggle a lot with the water slide between the mushrooms in the beginning. Also, can you show off in depth how to deal with the different RNG patterns? Thanks in advance. Alright, so... Grinch actually included a video of his PB showing off how he does the shine. Let's open that up real quick. That'll be interesting. All right, let's navigate to the start of this. All right, there we go. All right, water slide looks good. Okay, yeah. Not going for the movement in between the tree and the mushroom. That makes sense. He told us that he struggles with that. Alright, that's a little bit on the safe side. But I guess it ended up paying off because he almost he accidentally turned into the wall there. Okay. And that was a little bit slow right there. Grabbed the chain very late. Had to hold on to it for some extra time. And no chain skip, which is what the other question was about. Okay. So let's take a look here, shall we? Alright. Pianta 4. Okay, so for the movement at the start, I do a double jump into dive, and then I walk upright. And then you kind of get here, you get a pretty good angle. But yeah, you wanna... This is kind of a weird thing, you kind of need to practice it, but... Because this mushroom, okay, the hitbox of this thing is basically the top of it. Like, you see how wide the top is? That's where the hitbox is, right? So the hitbox is like right here. So you kind of want to go a little bit over this little hill so that you can go to the left of it without bonking. And that's just something that you're gonna need to practice because it's pretty annoying. But yeah, that's basically all I can say about it. I'll show off the movement a few more times as we look at the different patterns for the chain chomp. But yeah, so for this one, I'm pretty sure you already know the basics. You grab the chain and then immediately let go. Then you water slide over here, and you shouldn't do a hover slide because it's not necessary. You go here until he turns down that path, and then you just start hanging on. You make sure your camera's centered. You hold up on the control stick. That's important. For those of you that don't know, the reason that you want to hang on to this chain is that you can kind of push him forward. And that's also why you want to mash L to keep the camera centered. Okay, so I let go of the Chomp for this pattern when he's at this intersection. He'll have like a little like hitch here, I guess, where he kind of like, oh, I'm going this way. That's when I let go. That will generally put you like around here. Then I do 2 jump dives like this. Then I spin jump to get on top of this cliff. And then I noticed at the end, you go like over here on the left. But I actually go on the right side because that makes it easier to set up for the chain grab. It does make it so that you are at risk of jumping onto the chain though, so I guess that's preference. But yeah, and then in general, you see this line, like where the grass transitions into this white path. When the end of the chain is like on this line, that's when approximately when you can grab it. And then to answer the question from Chai Kitty, to do the spin jump dive after you grab the chain, you just have to wait, because like when Mario lets go of the chain, he kind of has this animation where he can't do anything. You have to wait until that animation is done, and then you do the spin jump. It's like, it's kind of specific. You need to get a feeling for the timing, but that's literally all it is. You need to wait long enough. Alright, so let's show off this pattern, and then we'll see if we can do the other two. Alright, mash L for the straight camera, hold up. Then let go here. Two jump dives. Then you spin jump. Oh, wow. Are you kidding? I was too early. Heck. Okay, I want to wait a little longer, I guess. Okay, we're doing a different pattern now. That's actually kind of annoying. I'm gonna reset this until I get the same pattern again. Ugh, this might take a bit. This might take a bit. Okay, there we go. I get to show off this movement again. Upright on the control stick, and then you just go through here. I do like subtle movements on the control stick there though to make sure I don't bonk. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell even with the input display. All right. There we go. Grab the chain. And you only need to grab it for a split second. Like, you don't need to pull on it at all if you time it properly. And then you just need to time the spin jump dive. And then here you do a backflip dive onto the shine. That part's free. As long as your positioning is okay. That's also why you tend to release the chain earlier, to have enough time there. I'm not sure what you're talking about there, Grinch. You're afraid of what to happen? The chomp going the wrong way? Because that was because I let go of the chain early, actually. Like, I went too fast. Alright. But yeah, for the middle pattern... this one is really straightforward. You just hold on to him, and I let go when the chomp has fully rounded the corner over there at the end, so at least that's what I would do if I was going safe. In runs, I generally let go of it a bit later still. But yeah, just keep the camera zoomed in, and then once the chomp is fully out of view, you let go, one dive roll out, then a jump dive roll out here, then you just jump on top of here. Do this again. And you gotta time that spin jump. Because if you're trying to spin the control stick while Mario is still letting go of the chain, it won't work. You gotta make sure you do it after you regain control of Mario. Alright, now let's try and figure out that last pattern, if we can get it. The last pattern, I'll show off the strat that most people do. The strat I do, I don't recommend it, honestly. It doesn't save much time, and it's a lot harder. So I didn't get it there. The movement, that's fine. So yeah, for this one, it's kind of a similar thing. I let go of this once Mario is fully rounded the corner. So once he's straight behind the chomp again. And then you just do the movement around those cliffs, which isn't hard. And you do this again. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. It's really not that bad if you do these strats. Like, there's not really any complicated stuff. You just have to, you know, kind of be careful that you don't bonk, because then he'll get away. And as for the chain skip and the spin jump dive, it's just something you need to practice. But yeah, you got to make sure that you time the spin jump properly.